Okay, here we go. F1, no, I'm sorry. I meant to say F4 on iRacing at Suzuka. A great track. One of my favorites, actually. I love this track. So, if you like this, please like and subscribe and ring the bell. Please leave a comment. Love to hear from you all. And here we go. We get the lights are up, red, and green lights, and we're off. We got Sven on our outside. Oh, and we started the race, and the ninth guy, he disconnected. So we got a place right off the bat without even starting. Here we go into the first turn. We're getting challenged by Sven on the outside. He decides to back out. Good idea by him. And we just kind of fall in line in ninth. And here we go. We're just, we qualified P10. We're going through the S's for the first time, which is kind of a tricky section. A lot of fun. This track is just so good. Oh, and somebody hits the grass, and then he goes off. And it looks like he took half the field with him. We're going to have to take a look at that and see what happened. And here we go. We just gained a lot of places. We're going to see where we are after all that shook out. And we look in front of us, and we see 4 cars. So we went from P9 to P5. And let's take another look at that. And here we go. He hits the grass, he comes around, takes 1 car out, 2 cars out, 4 spins. Everybody's dodging all over the place. There's mayhem everywhere. And I end up coming through clean. I used a trick that my friend Chris Rogers showed me. I aimed right for him, and then as it opened up, I knew which way to go. I asked for advice on one of my videos because I always seem to get caught up in those things. And my buddy Chris sent me a message, and he said, I got advice from somebody just to aim right at the car that's spinning. And by the time you get there, he probably won't be there. He says sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So I tried it there, and it worked like perfection. So here we go. We're coming down into the chicane. A little wide into that. We get out of there a little slow, and that makes Mark behind us. Gives him a little advantage. So now he's 0.4 behind us. Mark is. He's our only challenger. We're 4 seconds behind the front. And they're all together, so our chances of catching them are pretty bad at this point. So, this looks like it could end up being a boring race, where I'm all alone in no man's land out here. But we'll see. We're just going to put our elbows out and our head down and just grind it out and see what we can end up with here. We know we're going to end up in the top 10 unless we do something really stupid. I feel pretty comfortable around this track. And Mark is like a half a second behind me, so he's close enough where he can catch me. He's in my draft. So I have to be aware of him. Like I said, oh, there's my first off track. And coming into this hairpin, we brake, and then we let it coast a little, and then we're back on the throttle. We're really, really strong through that section right there, through that corner, I mean. And that's one of our good corners on this track. And we have some weak spots, and we have some good spots. This is called Spoon right here. And this is probably the toughest section of the track, because you really think in your head that you can carry more speed through there than you actually can. And there's an off track at the end of that corner that's really, really tight. So that's probably the hardest part of the whole track, I think. The S's is certainly challenging, but Spoon, your car goes over a crest and it gets really light, and you lose all kinds of grip there. And I think in this race there's a lot of people that spin out there. I didn't do wrecks. I'm trying to get away from that, and I'm trying to change my format a little bit. So here we come. We just finished lap 2. And we're still in P5, and Mark is still about the same behind us. He hasn't really caught us. Actually, he's fallen back a little bit. So we feel pretty good at this point, but we're in no man's land, and we're just hoping that the cars in front of us start scrapping. Because who knows, if they start scrapping, they could fall back to me, or, you know, they can wreck out. The more they push, the harder it's going to be for them, and I can just sit in this pocket and just try to put in good laps. As you can see above my steering wheel, my delta is green, so I'm getting a little faster here. And I'm just going to try my hardest to put in good laps. So Mark is, what, 8/100ths behind me, so he overdrove that corner. Look, did you see that in my mirror? He locked up. So he's going to fall back even further. So he's 9/100ths now. He might be a second by the time we get out of here if I run a good section here. In front, we got Alberto, Tattoo, Andre, and Sebastian. And they're pretty close. I mean, they're pretty darn close, those guys. And they definitely could start scrapping. I'm sure they all think they have a chance to win this race. So, and they do, because they're right in the same group. So here we go down into the final section here, into the chicane, which I'm not very strong at. And I managed to do it pretty good there, but I just don't have good speed through there. I don't know, I'm not confident through that section. I have to get braver, and you can tell because Mark just gained 4/100ths of a second. Now he's back to a half a second behind. So he's definitely stronger in that section than me, but I'm stronger in a couple other sections than him. So I just don't feel like he's going to be a threat at this point, because I can open the gap and then he closes it, and then I open it and he closes it. So as long as I don't do anything stupid, I think I get a shot at him, and I get a shot at this 5th place, and maybe better. So back through the S's, I'm very patient on this last corner. I found that if I'm patient, I get a really good exit, and that's more important than pushing that corner. So I was saying about my buddy Chris giving me advice about about pointing at the car that's spinning, and it's funny because I watched his last race, and he had a race originally where he got in a tangle, and he didn't do what he told me to do. He picked, oh, there's somebody spun in front of me. Oh my God, it's Andre. It's one of the leaders. Andre spun out on that corner. Oh my God, we're gonna have to go take a look at that at the end of this lap. And I was saying, well, we'll wait, because up ahead the yellow car spins. Oh my God, that's Tattoo? Yeah, Tattoo spins. So now, just like that, I'm P3. And Tattoo joins, and Mark and Tattoo and Andre now are all tight. So hopefully they'll start battling and I can get a little gap. And now I'm in P3. So what I was saying about Chris is his last race, he picked the line. He didn't go right at the guy, and he picked the wrong line outside, and he got in a tangle. So I noticed that about his last race. So Chris, if you're listening, you got to take your own advice, buddy. You gave me good advice. And here we go. And we'll see Andre. There he goes. He just gets on the throttle a little too hard. He almost takes out the 2 cars behind him. Oh my God, can you imagine? And there I go, right underneath, and here comes Mark right behind him. And we look back up after the replay, and Andre and Tattoo are right behind me, and Mark's gone. Oh no, Mark's still there. Oh, he's dropping back though. You can see Luciano took his place. So something happened to Mark. And now I got Andre and Tattoo alone, and they're faster than me. So they're faster than me by quite a bit if you look up, you know, by over a half a second. So it's only a matter of time before they catch me, unless they scrap. And I'm hoping that they scrap, and then I can hopefully end in this P3. So making good corners, pretty good through this section. Andre's 1.2 seconds behind me. And this is a good corner for me. I always do that corner. Nice. There's a nice compression if you get down near the apex. You get some good grip down there. And Andre's closing in though. He's 1.1. He's almost in my draft. So I know I'm going to be in trouble. Just trying to make good corners. And Andre's 1.1 still after that section. The spoon is so high. Now he's 1 second. So yeah, he's gaining on me every single corner almost. He's much stronger than me on this track. I only do one race a week. These guys do several races a week. So I think I do pretty good for one race a week. And like you see, when we cross the start-finish line on lap 5, going into lap 6, we're still P3. Andre now is ahead of Tattoo, and Andre's only a half a second behind us now. And he's like probably 4/100ths faster than us a lap. So I'm sure he's going to probably catch me this lap. We're going pretty good through there. Get good acceleration out of that corner, as usual. We managed to make it through there with no lifting. And Andre is 0.3 now. So he's gaining on me every single corner. And I think he's 0.2 here, and I plan on him making a move. So I brake a little later than normal, and then I let up, and he dives in, but he kind of almost hits me in the back, and you see him in my mirror do a little swivel, and that's going to put him back a second. And it hold up Tattoo a little too. But now Tattoo's in front of Andre. Now they're going to have to battle again, which helps me. I'm still way off the leader's pace, so I have no chance of catching the front two. They're gone. They're just gone. They're having their own race out there. And I'm in the middle, and then there's two guys behind me having a race. But I'm not, I'm just going to keep plugging away, just stay in my zone and try to make good laps. So here we go. We're on lap 6 of 10, I believe. So we only have like 4 laps left. But these are long laps on this track. You know, and one mistake can put you a second down. And here we go. Now you can see Tattoos in my draft. Not a great corner there. A little bobble there. That's going to cost me some time. Tattoos right. He's a second behind. Oh, and he's Tattoos falling back. So something must have happened between him and Andre. So we'll have to check that on the replay at the end of this lap. Yeah, he's dropped way back, almost 10 seconds. And I wonder if he has damage too. He might be out of the race. We'll have to see what happened. But what that does, puts Andre on me all alone now. He's got nobody to worry about. So he's going to hunt me down probably within the next lap or two. I really have no defense. He's faster than me, and I know it. So when he catches up, I'm not going to put up a huge fight. I'm going to try to drive the best I can, and if he makes a good, clean pass, I'll just let him go. Because I know he's faster than me. And instead of, pushing something and getting and wrecking, I'll just try to, make a good race out of it. And I'm either going to get P3 or P4, unless I do something really bad. So now you see Andre's 1 second behind me. So he's going to catch me in this next chicane probably because I'm slow in this last section. I haven't really got it figured out yet. I only had 15 minutes to practice this track, so I think with 15 minutes, qualifying P10, now a chance at a podium, not bad. And here we go. Let's look. Oh, he hits him in the back, and he spins. Tattoo just spins off the track. And we don't see him anywhere in sight now, right? I think he's gone. I think Tattoo's gone. Yeah, Andre, Christian, Miguel, he's gone. So I wonder if he had to pit. I wonder if he had front wing damage. Yeah, he hit Andre. Oh, we drive a little wide there. Oh, man, and that's going to let Andre come barreling up on us. Yeah, that was a bad mistake. Here we go. This is a good section for us. We know we can stay ahead of him here. We know this is one of our best sections on the track, so I'm not really worried about him here. And as you can see, we keep our distance through this section. And this is where he tried to make a move on me before, but he's 3 100s now. 2 100s. Is he going to try? No. He does coast a little better than me through there. I don't know, he has a little more entry speed, but he kind of gets up on my tail and then he falls back again. 4 100s. So, I don't know, maybe he's a little faster through the hairpin because he seems to have to pull up. Here I go into spoon and I give it a little too much gas and catch the curb. Oh man, am I going to spin? No, I end up saving it. But Andre just cruises by me. That was a huge mistake. I just caught a little curb with my right front tire. I gave it a little too much acceleration, got wide, almost lost the car, but managed to save it. And now Andre's off into the sunset. And we just lost our podium chance. We overdrive that corner, probably because the tires were still hot from that other one, and the spoon, and now there's a big gap in front of us. We really messed up. That whole lap was a mess. We messed up the second corner. We messed up the spoon, and then we messed up the last chicane. It was just mistake after mistake after mistake. Maybe the pressure was getting to me. Now here I come. There's only a couple laps left now. So I'm looking at the situation. I can't catch Andre. Unless the lead is tangled, I'm stuck in P4 in no man's land. And Christian behind me is 10 seconds behind, so he's no threat. So I'm going to try to push this lap a little bit. And then the last lap, if I have no chance at all, then I'm going to just cruise through the last lap and take a P4. So here we go, just racing clean as I can, trying to hit apexes, hit my exits. Right on the apex there, great exit there, hitting my marks. Now we're coming to spoon where we messed up big the last lap, and you can see our delta's way up right now. We're really having a good lap here. This is our best lap of the race. And here we go. Let's see how we do this time. See, I get right off the throttle, and boy, is that a good corner. Wow. I wish I had that the last time. That's probably the best I took spoon the whole race. I guess the pressure's off. It's different when there's no pressure. Here we go. Coming into the last chicane. And we do much better there too. One tire. And here we go. We got a white flag. So one more lap to go. But a little bobble out of that last corner. And Andre is almost 3 seconds up. So he's kind of in no man's land too in third place. He knows he's got a podium unless he really screws up. And looks like I'm going to settle for P4, I hope. Just get through this lap clean. I'm not going to press on this lap. But my delta's green. You can see right above my steering wheel that little box that's green. That's my delta. So I'm not racing terrible. I had my best lap of the race, I think, the last race, 2:01.3. But Andre in front of me is doing 2.00.8, so he's still half a second a lap faster than me. Maybe I should spend time practicing, but I don't have a lot of time. I got to work. I work every day for the last 35 days in a row. And here we go. We're off the throttle. Good corner. We just got to make it through Spoon in that last chicane, and we'll end up with a P4. It looks like a nice I-rating boost. If we end up in P4, it'll help us. Good section there. See, I didn't go full throttle there, and I just went like 80%, and that's what I should do through there. When I messed up, I went full throttle. Still green on my personal best, so I had my best laps in this race. Coming into the last section here, we're just going to coast. We're not even going to rush. We're 10 seconds, 11 seconds up. So we really take it easy through here. Taking a Sunday drive through that last chicane. And here we go. Over the start finish. P4. We'll take that. We had a chance at a podium, but P4 is a good race for me. And we're going to take a look at the results. And let's see where we ended up. Okay, plus 67 to our I rating and plus 0.16 to our safety rating. Good race, only one incident point. We were in split 2, and that was a pretty good race. We'll take that almost every time. I hope you liked it. Please like and subscribe and ring the bell. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you liked, and I will see you next time.